So here's a recent client story. So I have a client that I sold a condo to in Mississauga back in 2022. And it was just as interest rates were starting to climb. Now, in this case, we were in multiple offers at that time. So they ended up paying $640,000 for that condo. And it was a beautiful three-bedroom condo, big unit. And so there's been some health things going on. And so my client needs to sell. And so here we are in 2025, and we all know the condo market, because it's across all the media, has been suffering a bit. And so that same condo today we have listed right now at the making of this video at 565,000. And the reality is that they'll probably on offer day be taken less than that, because all the solds for units that size in the building over the last year have been in that 550 to 575 range. And this is just the reality of this market. So in this case, these clients came to me. They've been watching the market. I've been keeping them up to date for 3 years. They've been watching from their own perspective and observing what's going on. So they were well prepared for the conversation when we went in. And I find in the market right now, this is what we're seeing with a lot of buyers I'm working with. They're like, Darren, there's not a lot coming out. And I'm saying, I know, but there's also 6 months of back inventory out there to look at. But the problem is buyers are now associating there's nothing coming out with everything is overpriced. And so the two are actually, they're kind of utilizing the same. So yes, sellers aren't putting their house out necessarily. The listings have been slowing, one, because it's summer, so that's natural in July. Everybody goes on holidays. It's one of the quietest months of the year in real estate. Generally, we start to see the looky-loo start up again in mid-August, but the market doesn't really start catching up until mid-September. So we're definitely at a low spot for sure, but I can definitely say that out there right now, there are so many overpriced listings. And the only thing buyers, and just keep whipping this dog, if you will, is the only thing stopping you from buying that house is submitting an offer. Sitting on the sideline going, that's a little overpriced. I don't know what I want to do with that. Rather than just putting in an offer, signing it, putting it on paper, and just seeing. And you might have to do 10 or 12 offers. My dad always had this story when I was a kid. He's like, when you were going to the bar, he says, you meet 10 girls tonight, you ask 10 of them out, and you'll get 9 slaps, but one will say yes. That's the same thing in real estate. Truer words were never spoken. You got to try it, people.